Hello, future engineers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still new to my channel and you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to share my videos to your friends and to your friends' friends, to your younger brothers and sisters who would want to take up engineering in the future, and to your relatives. That's one way you can keep me going, inspired, and refreshed. Now, if you find my videos interesting and important to your studies, also please don't forget to subscribe. Hello, future engineers and viewers. Here is another set of exercises in algebra, and I hope that although this is or the exercises here are just light, it will little by little help you improve, especially in simplifying expressions and deriving formulas important in your thinking as preparations to engineering life. So there are problems, 9 exercises here. If you want to answer these exercises by your own, then you can by pausing the video and later on compare your answers with the provided answers here. So solve for P or A correct to 2 decimal places by first clearing of fractions. So since engineering students are allowed to use calculators as long as they are not programmable. You can evaluate these uh, exercises by your own using the handheld calculator. So these are the 9 exercises. And for problems 5 to 9, you're going to show or solve for a certain quantity in terms of the others. So for the first part, we write this as 300. We convert 0.07 and write this into fraction as 7 over 100. So 300 equals P, quantity 1 minus 5 times 5 over 6 of 7 over 100. So the LCD in these brackets is 600. So simplifying, this is 600 minus 35 over 600. So 300 equals P times quantity 600 minus 35 over 600. So solving for P, it is 300 times 600 over 565. 600 minus 35 is 565. So 300 times 600 equals 565P. Dividing everything by 565 and using your calculator, so P is 300 times 600 over 565, and in decimal to 2 decimal places, it is equal to 318.58. For the second part, 0.05 is 1 over 20 or 5 over 100, but I'll just use 1 over 20. So 250 equals A, quantity 1 plus 7 over 8 times 1 over 20. So the LCD in this bracket is 8 times 20 or 160. So 250 equals A, quantity 160 plus 7 over 160. So A is 250 times 160 equals 167A. So solving for A by dividing everything by 167 and using your calculator, 250 times 160 over 167. And of course, calculator is allowed. If not, then we are forced to use this by to compute this by to compute this manually, and it it defeats the purpose of these exercises. So it will just uh, consume our time, and calculators are allowed. So we have to use the technology. So A is 239.52. For problem 3, 500 equals A. Again, 0.05 is changed into 1 over 20. So 500 equals A, quantity 1 plus 7 over 12 times 1 over 20. This time 12 times 20 is 240. So 500 equals A, quantity 240 plus 7 over 240. So A is 500 times 240 equals 247A. So A is 500 times 240 all over 247, and in decimal that is equal to 485.83. Number 4, 750 equals P. LCD is 12 and 0.09 is 9 over 100. So 750 equals P, quantity 1 minus 9 over 12 times 9 over 100. This time the LCD is 1200. So 750 equals P, quantity 1200 plus 19 times 9, which 9 over 4. We convert this to 9 over 12 is 3 over 4 to simplify the fraction. So LCD is 400. So 750 is P, 400 plus 57 over 400. 750 equals P, 400 plus 57 over 400. So P is 750 times 400. So 750 times 400 equals 457 P. So finally, P is 750 times 400 over 457, and that is equal to 656.46. For exercise 5, solve for f from c equals 5 over 9 quantity f minus 32. This is the relationship between centigrade and Fahrenheit scales. So cross multiply first and distribute 5 here. So 9c equals 5f minus 5 times 32 is 160. So 9c equals 5f minus 960. 5f equals 9c plus 160. Divide everything by 5. 9 over 5 is 1.8 and 160 over 5 is 32. So f is 1.8 c plus 32. So that's the formula. Solve for f from p over q equals f over q minus f. So cross multiply. pq minus pf equals qf. Then transpose pf to the right. pq equals pf plus qf. Factor out f from the right side of the equation. So pq equals f times quantity p plus q. Then dividing everything by p plus q. So f is pq over p plus q. Then for 7, we cross multiply. We have m times quantity 1 minus d. Then here we distribute c. So m times 1 minus d equals c minus pc or cp. Then transpose cp to the left. M times quantity 1 minus d to the right. So cp equals c minus m quantity 1 minus d. Then divide everything by c. So P is quantity C minus M quantity 1 minus D all over C. So P is C minus M quantity 1 minus D all over C. So that is P. Solve for A from S equals A minus A R to the N over 1 minus R. So cross multiply S times quantity 1 minus R. Then factor out A from the right side of the equation, A quantity 1 minus R to the N. So S 1 minus R equals A quantity 1 minus R to the N. Divide everything by 1 minus R to the N, then we can solve A, which is S quantity 1 minus R over 1 minus R to the N. S quantity 1 minus R over 1 minus R to the N. Then here solve for Q from 1 over P plus 1 over Q equals 2 over R. So LCD, the left side is, or we multiply everything by the LCD, which is PQR as shown. So PQR times 1 over P is QR. Then 1 over Q times PQR is PR. Then 2 over R times PQR is 2PQ. So it is equal to QR plus PR equals 2PQ. Transpose PR, transpose QR to the right, retaining PR in the left side. So PR equals 2PQ minus QR. Then factor out Q from the right side. So PR equals Q quantity 2P minus R. Then divide everything by 2P minus R. Then we can now derive Q, which is PR all over 2P minus R. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow the explanations and the solutions. Though these exercises are light exercises will accumulate to good exercises later so that challenging exercises will little by little be solved and enhanced by these light exercises.